Welcome everyone to another episode of Universe Mode. Got a fun show lined up here on the final show before Summerslam. Got Keith Lee in action, and we also have some match announcements, so you want to stay tuned for all that stuff. Live from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Alright, first match here on the show, we have Billie Kay versus Sasha Banks. So, in a little warm-up before their match here at SummerSlam, which will be for the women's tag team titles, they're going to have singles matches tonight, the Iconics and the Golden Role Models. So, Billie Kay will be competing against Sasha Banks in a one-on-one match, and in the main event tonight, Peyton Royce will be taking on Bayley in a one-on-one match. And their partners are banned from ringside. GM Kurt Angle didn't want any nonsense ahead of their tag team match. And here comes one half of the women's tag team champions in Sasha Banks. And we also have this tweet here, speaking of women's wrestling. The match between Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler will be fought in the MMA rules match, much like Ronda Rousey and Sonya Deville last month was. So, that match was very popular amongst viewers, so glad to have another one of those. Both Ronda and Shayna have good MMA backgrounds. Should make for an entertaining match. And here we go. Billie Kay ran right at Sasha to get started here, but Sasha, well, looked like she was going to gain control, but Billie Kay reverses that. Sasha putting the brakes on here. Ooh, Billie now reverses with a kick of her own. And a nice Meteora there. And it's rare to see Billie Kay and Peyton Royce in singles action, but that's exactly what we're going to have tonight. Oh! Sasha now going to go outside to catch her breath. Billie follows, and that may have been a mistake. Neck breaker there on the floor. Both ladies back here in the ring now. So yeah, the Iconics claim that it was unfair circumstances that led to their loss at Cyber Sunday. If you remember on this past week's Raw, that's what they claimed. They claimed because they didn't know who their opponent was going to be, they couldn't prepare, and that is the only reason that they lost. And to basically satisfy them, GMs have agreed to give them a rematch. So we're going to get a rematch for the women's tag titles at SummerSlam. And GM Kurt Angle thought what better way for them to warm up than have some singles matches this week. So that's why we have the match we do, the matches we have tonight. And still to come tonight as well, Intercontinental Champion Keith Lee has requested a warm-up match ahead of his match with Pete Dunne. And he'll be taking on Shelton Benjamin tonight. So, that should be a fun matchup. Sasha now looking to regain control. And as I say that, Billie Kay, the reversal of her own. These ladies reversing each other. Sasha hits a running bulldog there. Followed up with a drop kick to the back. Ooh, Sasha showing off her mean streak there, just smacking Billie Kay's face right off the mat. And these two trying to gain a little bit of momentum heading into SummerSlam. Same can be said for their partners who will be in action tonight as well. Obviously, that'll be a tag match, but it's always nice to get a little momentum on your side heading into a match. Ooh, Sasha with a nice takedown there. Sasha's got her set up here. Oh, Sasha's lucky she didn't hurt herself there. Looks like she caught her feet on the bottom rope. Everything seems to be all good. Sasha looked like she was going for a bank statement. Billie Kay puts the brakes on, and she's going to kick Sasha into the turnbuckles there. Now going to follow up with a series of kicks. Sasha with a nice reversal. And another takedown. Sasha trying to keep the pressure on her here. Obviously, you want to do as much damage to your opponent here as possible, given that you'll be competing against them this weekend. But at the same time, you don't want to wear yourself out or get yourself injured. Kind of like a weak link for your team. Oh, nice arm drag takedown there. Billie Kay looking like she's going to be in control here and hits her with a headbutt. Sasha rolls to the floor. Billie Kay with a nice pose for the crowd there. Sasha trying to get away. Sasha going to climb up top. Elbow drop right on her lower back. Sasha with a nice flurry of offense here. She's going to go back up top. Another elbow drop, this time to the chest. Sasha now going back up top. Another elbow drop. Just trying to weaken her chest here from the looks of things. Sasha going in for the bank statement here. She got it locked in this time, but it's going to be a rope break. Billie Kay gets bailed out. Billie Kay now sends Sasha into the corner. Now Sasha turns the tables. Billie Kay puts her foot up, and Sasha with a nice takedown. Oh, big boot drops Sasha. Almost like a brainbuster there. Billie Kay with a kick to the back of her own now. Sasha with a nice takedown now. These ladies are just throwing at everything they got at each other here in this opening match. Sasha looking a little frustrated here, trying to figure out what she's got to do. Backstabber into the bank statement and another rope break. That one looked a little questionable. And Sasha looking to have a little bit of a conversation with the ref here. Billie Kay was down for a while there. Oh, and she got tangled up in the ropes. Reverse DDT into a cover. Kick out of two. Step up enziguri. Billie Kay very slow to get up here. Ooh, nice reversal there. Ooh, and Sasha gonna go in for the cover this time. And gets the 3 count. Not even gonna bother with the bank statement this time. She wanted to make sure she got the win. No rope break. And a strong opening match here. Sasha Banks picks up the win. Gives their team a little momentum. The champs have a little more momentum heading into their rematch there at SummerSlam. See if Bayley can follow suit or not. Some highlights here from this match. Great brainbuster there. And probably a good decision for Sasha too there to go for the cover instead of trying to risk getting another rope break on a submission attempt. And the boss is victorious. And next match up here, Intercontinental Champion Keith Lee has requested a warm-up match, and GM Kurt Angle has delivered and has given him Shelton Benjamin. Keith Lee wanted to have a nice warm-up before he faced Pete Dunne at SummerSlam. And speaking of GM Kurt Angle, I have this tweet here from him. He has called out Daniel Bryan and said, enough talk. They're going to have a match at SummerSlam to settle their differences. So, if you remember, last week Bryan returned from his suspension and let it be known that he was not happy about not getting a shot to be in the King of the Ring match. And he attacked Kurt Angle for that. Obviously, you can't be attacking GMs like that backstage, and now Kurt Angle has agreed to a match. Now we'll have both GMs in action here at SummerSlam. And this is a non-title match. Ooh, Shelton Benjamin with an impressive move there, showing off his strength. Ooh, Keith Lee follows up with a backbreaker. And I believe this is the first time we've seen Shelton Benjamin here in Universe mode. I could be wrong. Obviously, though, Shelton wants to change that, and best way to get on the GM's radar is to win matches, especially against a champion. Or at least have a good showing against them. Oh, nice suplex there, just tossing Shelton Benjamin around. And Keith Lee spent a little too much time showboating there and eats a German suplex. Keith Lee fighting back to his feet here. Oh, nice series of strikes there before a takedown. Keith Lee's been our Intercontinental Champion since Backlash when he defeated Cesaro, one of our inaugural champions. Hoping he can keep up that momentum here this weekend against Pete Dunne. Superplex from the top. Shelton Benjamin going in for the cover after that move. Keith Lee powers out. Not even a 1 count. Keith Lee's had enough. And as I say that, Shelton Benjamin regains control. But he misses a little early on that kick there. Keith Lee going to make him pay. Oh, Keith Lee, though, comes up empty on the moonsault. Still impressive to me that a man his size is able to move like that. Oh, and a power bomb. I can't tell, but Shelton may have caught his head on that bottom rope as well. Oh, and Keith Lee just rams him into that corner. Shelton Benjamin puts the brakes on there. Nice neck breaker. Shelton Benjamin, great amateur wrestling background. No pushover in the ring, that's for sure. Keith Lee has definitely been an impressive champion. Beat many impressive people such as Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. Oh, and he gets powerbombed there. Little return the favor. Super kick. Shelton goes in for the cover. And gets a 2 count. Keith Lee kicks out though. Shelton going to work. Getting him up on the top rope. What's he thinking? A second superplex. I don't think Keith Lee had this in mind when he said he wanted a warm-up match. And kicks out at 1. Pete Dunne has to be loving what he's seeing, though. Oh, and pay dirt. And Keith Lee kicks out at 2. Shelton Benjamin looks a little frustrated there. And I think he just woke Keith Lee up. And Keith Lee plants him. And with the Big Bang Catastrophe into the cover. And Shelton kicks out at 2. Shelton now looking to gain control with a power bomb. Keith Lee with the reversal and a belly-to-belly suplex. Shelton trying to roll out, and he's going to use the ropes for leverage to stand up. Keith Lee's got him up. Oh! Big vertical suplex there. Standing moonsault. Shelton Benjamin getting him up again with another power bomb. Great reversal. And he's going to go in for a cover. Probably should have hooked the legs there, though, in my opinion. Good takedown, though. Using Keith Lee's momentum against him. Keith, though, going to make him pay. And plants him again with that one-arm spine buster. And Shelton Benjamin now with a reversal of his own. Misses with the super kick, and Keith Lee runs him over. Keith Lee going up top. He looked a little slow getting up there. I have to wonder if his stamina. Moonsault from the top. To the cover. And gets the 3 count over Shelton Benjamin. What a hard-fought battle that was. I think Keith Lee got a little more than he bargained for here when he wanted this warm-up match. Like I said, Shelton's no pushover. Former Intercontinental Champion himself. Great amateur wrestling background. Shelton put up a great fight here, and I don't think that's the last we'll be seeing of him. But Keith Lee was just better here tonight. Carries a little extra momentum heading into his match against Pete Dunne. And we got some footage from NXT here at the Performance Center. Still doing some shows, getting some new talent utilized and stuff. And, oh God. And unfortunately, it appears that Samoa Joe is keeping his vendetta against the Mysterio family alive here. It wasn't enough to just defeat Dominic Mysterio in his match there last week on SmackDown. He wants to further hurt him, and he attacked him on this past week's episode of NXT, and even puts him in a camel clutch here. Absolute disrespect here. And for those wondering why Rey Mysterio didn't go out and help his son there backstage at NXT when Joe jumped him, that's why. Joe was just backstage attacking him brutally with the steel chair. You have to wonder what kind of condition Mysterio will be in for SummerSlam for their title match. But Joe making it very clear here what he thinks of the Mysterio family, and he continues to cross lines. Joe. Oh my God! Samoa Joe leaves him laying backstage, and that is why Mysterio unable to go help his son. And what is this we got backstage? MVP, it looks like, is approaching Shelton Benjamin. This looks like an interesting development. Looks like he's recruiting Shelton. Shelton accepted. And now time for our main event here tonight. Other half of our women's tag team championship contenders match participants. Peyton Royce will be taking on Bayley. Out first is Peyton Royce, one half of the Iconics, former women's tag team champions. And her opponent, Bayley, here. One half of the current women's tag team champions, Golden Role Models. Interesting to see both of these ladies without their partners. Oh, and Bayley goes right away with the attack. Coming out the gate hot. Peyton with a nice counter. Ooh, Bayley dodges that right hand and follows up with a kick. Now Peyton with a kick of her own. And a DDT. Plants Bayley right on her face. A little show off there from Peyton. And Bayley had enough of that, but Peyton uses her quickness, backs away. Scoop slam plants Bayley. Followed up with that. Knee drop there from the middle rope. Oh, and Bayley hits her with a hard forearm shot and a poison rana. Kicking her ankle there. And gonna hang her out on the top rope. Peyton Royce, though, with a nice counter. And a DDT. Spiking Bayley right on her head, but Bayley gets up first and plants her now. These two going at it here. No one really able to get an upper hand. Always good to see a competitive match, though. And Peyton Royce spears her off the apron there and hits her pose. Now, oh, threw her right into the corner of the announce table. Bayley caught her midsection right on the corner of the announce table. That had to hurt. Bayley responds the way you'd expect her to there. I don't think she was happy about that. Oh! Peyton now falls to the floor. Bayley in hot pursuit here, attacking the leg. Peyton now going to roll into the ring, trying to create a little distance, which is smart. Bayley, though, slips out. Gonna throw Peyton face first into the corner. Oh, and suplexes her right into the turnbuckles. For the cover. And gets a 2 count as Peyton Royce is able to kick out. Bayley plants her with her finisher move. And somehow Peyton Royce kicks out at 1. Bayley doesn't look like she looks like she's in shock right now. Like, how did that happen? Nice takedown there from Peyton Royce, though. Oh, misses with her big kick. No matter. Nice arm drag takedown. Into the cover with the split leg move here. Counting along with the ref, and all she gets is a 1 count. And Peyton, not happy, throws a little tantrum there. Oh, and she just drops Bayley with a big right forearm shot. And that time she connects with that spinning kick, but unfortunately, Peyton was a little slow herself there. They go for a cover, and Bayley kicks out. And this time, Peyton Royce, though, going to use the ropes as leverage. And gets a 1 count. We saw Drew Gulak win a match like that on SmackDown the previous week as a Bayley to belly there. And that only gets not even a 1 count. And no wonder Bayley moved on to a different finishing move. And it looks like she's going to have to go quite a distance for this elbow drop. And she hits it, though, to the cover. And gets the 3 count and the win. The Golden Role Models have plenty of momentum heading into the Summerslam now with the win. Have to wonder what that's going to do to the psyche there of the Iconics, losing both of their singles matches. Granted, they do work better as a team, but that has to be a big blow to the ego, especially to lose a singles match like that. So both Bayley and Sasha victorious here in singles action. Peyton put up a good fight, though, but in the end, Bayley was just too much. All right, let's go over the match card real quick here on this final episode of SmackDown before the SummerSlam pay-per-view. Got a good card lined up. I think everyone should enjoy it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Run down the card here. We're going to have Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the Universal Championship. Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship. And that match just got even more personal, as you can imagine, after that attack tonight that we saw. Keith Lee versus Pete Dunne for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Strowman versus a mystery opponent for the United States Championship. Another one of his open challenges, so curious to see who come out to answer that. The Revival versus the Undisputed Era for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Good Brothers versus AOP for the Raw Tag Team Championships in a rematch from their SummerSlam or Cyber Sunday match. This time it will not be a tornado tag though and be a regular tag team match. And then we have the women's tag team titles on the line if the Golden Role Models defend their titles against the Iconics in a rematch. You remember the Iconics claimed it was unfair, the circumstances in which they lost. So we're getting that rematch. Then we got Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler for the Women's SmackDown Championship. And that will be fought in an MMA rules match similar to what Ronda and Sonya Deville fought in last month at Cyber Sunday. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. Lio Rush versus Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight Championship in a triple threat match. Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens in a regular one-on-one match. Randy Orton versus Edge in a last man standing match. Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle, normal one-on-one. Brock Lesnar versus Matt Riddle. And last but not least, we'll have The Fiend versus Mick Foley in a Boiler Room Brawl. So, that is the card for SummerSlam. A lot of matches, a lot of craziness going on, but hope to tune in for that, and thanks for watching.